So today's project, I gotta move these angelfish. I got these at the big box store a couple weeks ago. They've been here in quarantine. You know, I followed along with what Caveman Aquatics recommended as far as, you know, go ahead and prophylactically treat the tank. And this is a little 16-gallon bow front. It's planted, you know, just got a whole bunch of different variety of plants in there. Just kind of growing them out, keeping them around so that, you know, I can start farming them in a couple weeks, hopefully. So, gotta get these guys out of there, and I'm gonna put them in this 29-gallon tank. This 29 right here, I got one lonely little angelfish in here. He is quite big, you know, compared to the other ones. So hopefully there won't be any aggression issues. I do have just a bunch of plastic decorations in here with a little bit of Anubias. And I got some floaters that I got to take out. I'm just going to get rid of all of them because, you know, I got some floaters from the other tank that I'm going to go ahead and just put in. And just start over with, you know, this tank. I got to get this, you know, escaped. I want to get this planted. And so that's going to be one of my soonest projects. Originally with this tank, I was going to go with, you know, these geometric white rocks and, you know, sort of a freshwater kelp forest kind of idea, but that's kind of changed because this angelfish, you know, I was hoping it would be okay with some shrimp, and it wasn't. So I want to keep the shrimp, and you know, I got this tank, might as well just turn it into an angel tank. So I got those 6 plus this guy, so we got 7. I think 3 of the other ones I got look like Altum angels, and I kind of show a picture of that, hopefully, if I remember. But anyway, so I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with the escape on this tank. I definitely know I want to have at least 3 bunches of Amazon sword in there, maybe 5. I kind of like to keep to the odd numbers on the big plants, and then, you know, fill in with, you know, I'm thinking maybe some hairgrass or something like that. But let me know in the comments what you think. Should I go a rock heavy scape? Should I go more driftwood? You know, what are your thoughts? So. And then, of course, we got to do some maintenance on the 75-gallon tank today. You know, I got a school of cardinal tetras in here, as well as 7 of these Bosamani rainbow fry. You know, there's some a video I did earlier on the channel about these miracle fry. So maybe go back and check that out. The reason the water is a little cloudy right now is because I noticed one of the panda cories that I have in here had a little spot of mold on him, and just go ahead and treating the tank. You know, I got in here some Blue Dream shrimp that I got from the Garden of Eden. You know, this one is nice and buried up. You know, they've been in here a few months, so I have a few generations, which is kind of cool seeing the different sizes and all the different color variations that are just sort of naturally coming out. These little white spots on that wood, hopefully those are Nerite snail eggs. I do want more snails. I got a bunch of just ram's horns in here. They made it in with one of the plants, and so I have those. So I got this nice big Madagascar lace. I got a couple seeds from this that hopefully will you know, survive into adulthood. I think having, you know, a smaller one in a nano tank would just look amazing. I've never seen, you know, a Madagascar lace that wasn't like, you know, at least a foot to, you know, 2 feet like this, you know. And I think it would be really cool to have, you know, a small little 6-inch one in a nano tank. So having it from Seeds is going to be, you know, really cool and allow me to do that. I got a bunch of floater plants in here too. I gotta get rid of a lot of these because they're blocking the light for the plants I got down below. In the back there, you can see I got some Kaboba for Tata, for Kata in the back there. And it's supposed to be pink, but it's just getting out-competed by the Bacopa in front of it. And so I'm going to go ahead and pull that out, put that into that little grow out tank that I have that I showed you at the beginning. And then, you know, put the Bacopa back where that is. I'm actually going to go ahead and order another couple of Madagascar lace, and I'm going to put one back in there as well. And then I think another one over on this side of the tank, kind of where that red Reuben is, or maybe, I don't know, because this whole you know, piece of hardwood, this whole stump has kind of shifted from where it was. Let me show you on the side here. Maybe you can get a bit of a better view of what I'm talking about, because so I do have a sponge filter attached to a power head back here, but as I've done maintenance to that, this whole thing has shifted forward and lifted up. So the gravel used to be up to the bottom, like this whole pile used to be up here. That filter used to sit right inside of this hollow part. You can see there's like caves going out so that, you know, water flows through this stump, and it allows me to kind of hide a filter. I like that trick, and it's definitely something that I plan to do again in the future. You know, so you can see down in the front here, actually, whoop, sorry, my little stabilizer won't walking. You can see down in the front here, on the bottom of that, kind of just right there, that white fluffy stuff is actually polyfill and super glue attached to a rock underneath it holding it down. So that used to all be hidden. You can see there's more polyfill back there, and that used to all be hidden. There used to be, you know, back up under that stump, there used to be plants in there, and just because of how it's moved, you know, all the rocks there have kind of collapsed and come forward, and the aqua soil fell down and probably filled in just a bunch of cracks. And so, you know, this is just a couple of months old. I don't even have it fully stocked. You know, it's kind of frustrating to see, you know, the hardscape kind of collapsing on this, and I really wish I had used more super glue, you know, but if you look back on the top of the driftwood in the back there, let me see if I can show you. You can kind of see how bad of a glue job I did back there. Yeah, it kind of looks like if you ordered aquascaping off wish.com, you know, just not. Oh, there's that sick Corey. See that fuzz on his head? Yeah, I gotta do something about that. So big water change on this tank today. A lot more medication for that guy. Maybe I can catch him and I don't know. I want to see if I can pluck that off. And maybe put him in, you know, a little hospital tank. I could put him into that 16-gallon right here when I tank the angels out. So that's probably what's going to happen if I can catch him. So I moved the light on this tank when I was over here. So anyway, so that's what's going to happen today. And then I got some stands to build because downstairs I got like a dozen fish tanks, and I finally, you know, got the tools to be able to do what I need to do. This is overkill for those stands, but if you look out my window, I got a barn out there, and part of it is collapsing, and so, you know, use this as kind of an excuse to, I don't know if you can see the barn out there, but you can see the roof. There it is. That part right there is collapsed. So, yeah. So I got to fix that, and, you know, this will come in handy to do that. So that's my backyard. Anyway, so thanks for sticking with me through the end of this video. If you stuck around this long, might as well subscribe and see what happens with these tanks over the next several months. Thanks.